Hi friends! This week we're going to do something a little different, so just make sure you're listening and paying attention. I'll give you all the information you need, but this week is a little bit different. So first I want to talk about some things I need you to know. Number one is when you are going into your assignments, some of you are looking at them and then you're going to come back and do that later. That's great. Some of you think that you have finished them and you have not turned them in. And that is, I think, what's happening with some of you. So when I go on to look at your assignments, I see people didn't even open it and look at it. I see people viewed it, and I see people turned it in. So just really make sure when you're going in to complete your assignments in the Assignments tab that you click the button to turn in the assignment, because otherwise it just says viewed, and I can't see if you've answered all but one question. I can't see if you've answered all the questions. You have to actually click the button to turn it in. On Friday of last week, I tagged all of the people in a post who were on viewed status, so they had time to go back in and change that. I did not tag people who hadn't completed the assignment yet. I feel like that's calling you out. You don't need that stress, but you do have one assignment per week for music that you are supposed to be completing and turning in. We're doing a video and then a question or two about the video just to make sure that you have watched it. That's kind of what our system has been. The other thing that I want you to know is, and Miss Wright and I have talked about this, if you have a sibling, you can do music with your sibling. I know we have some like fifth graders with kindergarten siblings, or you've got, 2 or 3 siblings in a school. If your brother or sister is from fifth grade to kindergarten, and you want to say on this day at this time all of us are going to sit down and we're going to watch this, watch Miss Samansky's video. That is totally fine. Help each other answer the questions. That's fine. The point is not to overload you with work and make everybody, work so hard. I want you to have fun. Music is a great way for people to connect, to have a good time, and I want you guys to do that. So if you want to all watch, have music time and watch together with your siblings, help each other with your assignments, the assignments aren't hard and they're not supposed to be. It's just supposed to be questions you answer from watching the video. But I tried really hard to make sure that they weren't difficult, that as long as you watched the video, you were able to answer those questions pretty easily. Because the point is showing me that you have watched the video. And so that's what we have again this week. There's one question at the beginning asking about if you have the ability to record yourself, to make a video of you. Either there's a computer that you can use, or if a family member or someone in your house would let you use their phone or would record you on their phone. I'm just trying to think about ideas for the future. If you say no, it's totally not a big deal. Do not worry, please. It'll be okay. But yeah, watch with your siblings, do it together. If you want to let me know, one of your siblings that has Miss Wright, if you want to say we watched the video together, then I will let her know and she will give you credit for that too. No big deal. I know there's some twins that have me or Miss Wright. I know there are some siblings that have me or Miss Wright. So if it makes it easier, especially parents, if it makes it easier, they can do it together. If we do have split videos that are on the same concept, like in week 1 and week 2, watch the older kid video if you have an older kid. So if you have a 5th grader and a kindergartner, they can both watch the 5th grade video. All it's going to do is show the the younger kids what eventually they're going to be leading up to. Our music curriculum is really cool. Music in general is really cool in the way that it is stacked up. So we learn a little in kindergarten, more in 1st grade, more in 2nd, more in 3rd, more in 4th, more in 5th. So it's doing no harm for them to get a little bit of a preview about what kinds of things are going to be coming up for them at all. And if it makes it easier, like I said, do it. We've got the videos on Clever. We've got the videos on under the Lessons tab. We've got the links to the videos in the class notebook. I've started using Stream. So there are several ways for you to see the videos. I've put the week 1 videos that weren't on Clever. I put them on Clever. Your job for this week is watch this video, which you're doing right now. If you haven't watched lesson 1, lesson 2, or lesson 3, go back and watch them, please. For lesson 2, you don't have to watch the second part of the video. That's information that you don't need. Lesson 1 has some information that is no longer correct about where our videos are, how our assignments work, that kind of thing. And that's because I learned with you. So don't pay attention to that part. Just pay attention to the form learning part for week 1. Pay attention to the tempo learning part for week 2. Dynamics was last week. And then there's going to be questions about if you watched all of those videos. I just want everybody to have the credit that they earned. Some people were unviewed for their assignments last week, so I wasn't sure if you watched the video or not. But basically, that's all. I want this to be a fun experience for you. I want it to be stress-free. And it's not going to be stress-free, but the music part of it could be stress-free. If you have a sibling, go ahead and watch with them. Tell me, let me know in the chat. In the channel, that Q&A channel, oh, I watched with my sister, this is my sister's name. I can tell Miss Wright, she'll give them credit. It's no big deal at all, super easy. If you have questions, if you need anything, you need help with anything, let me know. I will do whatever I can. We can do a phone call where I can talk you through stuff. I can do a screen recording of how I do stuff to show you, but that is, that is a big deal to me. Let me know if I can help you in some way. The last thing I want to do is super quick show you these 2 websites. This first one is A Young Person's Guide to the Orchestra, and it's presented by Carnegie Hall. The actual I will just link it on Clever, so it'll be on the Clever page, the link to this. You can register if you want to, or, let me go back. You can register if you want to. Oh no, it's going to start playing. Oh no, shh, I forgot about this part. You can register, and that way it'll save your progress as you go through the game, or you can click local game. You don't have to log in, but then it doesn't save your progress. Something to keep in mind though is this is a music game and it is a listening game. So while you're playing, and there are different games to do to put the instruments back together and collect and gather all the instruments kind of thing, because they're spread out all over Africa. That's kind of the idea. You are listening to the different instruments of the orchestra. And 5th grade might recognize the melody because we used this to learn our instruments of the orchestra when we had our quiz. And you can see some previews here of kind of what the different games and scenarios are. The other thing is musicplay.com, or sorry, musicplayonline.com. You can explore. We will probably at some point in the future use Echo Sing, which is over here on the left-hand side, and Rhythm Practice Echo Rhythm, which is also right underneath it on the left-hand side over here. So if you want to go to Music Play Online, I'm going to put it on Clever. You can go, just if you have time, if you have a minute, go explore those websites, see what they're about. I'm not going to give you an assignment for Young Person's Guide to the Orchestra, but if you want to play on it and let me know how you're doing, that would be good. And the musicplayonline.com is something that we might have an assignment on in the future, so if you have time and you want to go on and explore and get familiar with it, that wouldn't be a bad thing either. If you don't have time, if it's too stressful, if you don't want to worry about it till you have to do it, totally fine. The links will be on Clever for those, and if I assign them, when I assign them, I'll post them in the channels as well. If you have questions, let me know. You can email me, you can put it in the Q&A chat, you can message me on Focus if you want a private way to talk to me. And that is all. So have a good week. Let me know if you need help with anything. Try to go ahead and get those questions answered for me in the assignments. That'll really help me in picking future things to do. And that is all. So have a good week, and I miss you all so much, like so much. I really, really do, and I love you all. So I hope you're all doing good, and hopefully I will see you soon. Bye.